In the heart of the Egyptian desert, beyond the endless sea of sand, rises a structure that has baffled humanity for nearly 5,000 years. The Great Pyramid of Giza, a monument said to be a tomb, yet wrapped in an aura of unanswered questions. The story we've been told is simple: Pharaoh Khufu demanded a resting place worthy of a god. Within just 20 years, tens of thousands of workers carved, dragged, and stacked massive stones using nothing more than copper tools, ropes, and sheer determination. At least, that's the official version. But when we look closer, cracks begin to show. The myth of endless labor. We're told armies of farmers, repurposed as laborers, sweated under the sun to move blocks weighing several tons. But modern engineers struggle to replicate this feat even with advanced machines. How could untrained laborers, armed with primitive tools, accomplish what seems impossible even today? Tools that don't add up. Copper chisels were supposedly the main instruments. Yet copper is a soft metal. How could it slice through limestone, let alone granite, some of the hardest stones on earth? Where are the piles of broken tools we should expect? They are strangely absent, as if the story itself was fabricated. The race against time. 20 years. That's the timeline given for constructing this colossal monument. Yet calculations reveal staggering contradictions. To meet the deadline, workers would need to place one perfectly cut and aligned stone every few minutes, day and night, for 2 decades straight. The numbers simply don't align with reality. Missing evidence. Even stranger, the pyramid contains almost no inscriptions tying it directly to Khufu. The only link is a faint red scrawl hidden in an inner chamber, widely suspected to be a later forgery. If this truly was his eternal tomb, why is his name barely there at all? Why no grand dedication, no royal decree carved in stone? Precision beyond comprehension. The pyramid's alignment with true north is so precise it rivals modern instruments. Its base is level within fractions of an inch. Its angles nearly flawless. Such perfection suggests knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and engineering far beyond what we believe the ancients possessed. Where did this knowledge come from? The mystery of power. Some claim the pyramid was built by slaves. Yet archaeological evidence tells another story. There are no signs of mass graves, no evidence of brutal uprisings. Instead, hints suggest a more organized, perhaps specialized workforce. But even then, could mere manpower explain a structure of this magnitude? A lost science. Perhaps the builders possessed secrets now lost to us, techniques that blurred the line between science and magic. Knowledge of sound, balance, or forces of nature that we can only guess at today. The Great Pyramid seems less like a tomb and more like a carefully calculated machine, designed with a purpose still hidden from us. If not a tomb, then what? No treasures were discovered inside. No mummified king lies in its chambers. Just empty rooms, eerie silence, and architecture that hints at something more. Was this structure built for power? For knowledge? For some cosmic purpose we can no longer comprehend? The deeper we look, the more the old story unravels. And what emerges is a chilling possibility: the Great Pyramid was never meant to be a tomb at all. As we step deeper into the pyramid's shadow, the mystery only grows darker. For centuries, explorers, scholars, and treasure hunters have ventured inside, expecting to find golden relics or a mummified king. Instead, they encountered silence, echoing corridors, sealed chambers, and walls that whisper more questions than answers. Empty chambers. The so-called King's Chamber sits at the heart of the pyramid. Massive granite blocks, some weighing more than 50 tons, form its walls and ceiling. Yet the chamber is bare. No inscriptions, no sarcophagus fit for a pharaoh, only an empty stone box, as if whatever once rested here was either removed long ago, or never placed at all. Why would the greatest ruler of his age leave behind nothing? Impossible engineering. That granite box itself raises unsettling questions. Carved from a single piece of stone, its edges are so precise they rival modern machine cutting. To achieve such accuracy today requires diamond-tipped saws and lasers. Yet we are told this was done with copper chisels and pounding stones. The evidence mocks the explanation. Above the chamber, hidden cavities known as relieving chambers contain massive blocks stacked high, supposedly to deflect weight. But their sheer size and placement suggest something more deliberate, an engineering sophistication designed with a purpose far beyond burial. Resonance and sound. Researchers who have entered the chamber report something uncanny. When sound is made, whether a clap, a chant, or even a hum, the granite walls respond. Vibrations linger, creating resonances that seem almost tuned. Was the chamber designed to manipulate sound and energy? Could the pyramid itself have functioned as a colossal instrument, channeling forces we barely understand? Astronomical alignments. The pyramid is not only aligned with the cardinal directions, but its internal shafts point directly toward specific stars. The so-called air shafts of the king's chamber align with Orion's belt and Sirius, stars deeply tied to Egyptian mythology and rebirth. Was this mere coincidence, or an intentional design linking Earth to the heavens? It begins to look less like a tomb and more like a cosmic marker, a bridge between worlds. The mathematics of mystery. Measurements of the pyramid reveal something even more unsettling. Its proportions encode numbers with profound significance, the value of pi, the golden ratio, and even calculations tied to Earth's dimensions. The base perimeter compared to its height reflects the planet's curvature. The pyramid seems to hold within its stones a map of the Earth itself. How could ancient builders, supposedly without advanced tools or global knowledge, achieve such perfection? A monument without equals. Other pyramids in Egypt crumble, imperfect and rushed. Yet Khufu's pyramid stands flawless, as if crafted with a mastery that later generations could not replicate. It is less the culmination of an evolution and more a singular marvel, standing apart as if knowledge appeared suddenly, then vanished. Theories in the shadows. Historians struggle to explain. Some argue that sheer manpower, organization, and time were enough. Others whisper about forgotten sciences, levitation, lost technologies, or knowledge passed down from an unknown civilization. And then there are those who wonder if the pyramid was never Egyptian at all, but something inherited from an earlier, lost world. Beyond a tomb. Step back and it becomes clear, nothing about the Great Pyramid screams, grave. It does not follow the patterns of other royal tombs, which are rich with art, inscriptions, and funerary treasures. Instead, it feels clinical, mechanical, an immense machine made of stone. A device built with purpose. But what purpose? To honor the gods. To harness natural energy. To connect heaven and earth. The silence of its chambers offers no answers. Only the cold certainty that the truth is far stranger than the tale we've been told. The Great Pyramid looms in silence, a sentinel from an age that refuses to explain itself. We search its corridors, measure its stones, and map its angles, yet the answers remain hidden, buried not in sand, but in secrecy. If it was truly a tomb, why was it left empty? If it was only a monument, why design it with such astronomical precision? And if it was nothing more than a display of power, why encode the secrets of mathematics and the stars within its geometry? Every explanation collapses under the weight of the evidence. What remains is a haunting possibility: the pyramid was never built for death, but for life. Not to bury a king, but to preserve a knowledge, one so vast, so dangerous, that it had to be locked in stone. Some believe it was an observatory, a beacon for the heavens. Others suggest it was an energy generator, harnessing forces long forgotten. And some whisper of civilizations lost to time, who passed down their wisdom in monuments that would outlast the ages. The truth may never be known. Perhaps the Great Pyramid was all of these things, or something far beyond our imagination. What is certain is this: the monument refuses to be reduced to a simple tale of a pharaoh's tomb. It is older, deeper, and more profound. As the desert winds howl around its base, the pyramid endures, unchanged, unbroken, eternal. A puzzle carved in stone, daring us to look closer, to question harder, and to accept a reality far stranger than history books dare admit. The Great Pyramid does not merely guard the past. It challenges the future. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more chilling tales from history. Until we meet again, stay safe.